Next one. We're going to go to Las Vegas. Our next guest was at the music festival where Sunday's mass shooting occurred. He is an Iraq war veteran, and he helped get people away from the scene. His name is Colin Donohue, and he joins us now. Colin, it's a pleasure and an honor to have you with us, sir. I just want you to act as a reporter for us, if you would, and just tell us what happened on Sunday night. What happened to you?
So what happened to me? So it was I guess a surreal event. It was kind of hard to process right when it happened. I turned around, I heard the first shots, and I've heard shots before. I got back from Iraq on September 7th, so it was only a couple of weeks ago. And so when I heard the shots, I was like, there's no way that these shots are actually happening. This can't be. And I turned to my left, and I'm turning to my right, and people start, dropping to the ground, taking cover. And I'm trying to figure out why they're taking cover. I turn to the left, and I say something to the guy right next to me, and he looks at me and he says, he says something, and then he drops right to the ground. And I say, "Are you okay?" And he's like, "You just shot me in the leg." I was like, "Yep, that pretty much is a bullet hole, and you need to put your finger on it." And that kind of was where I was like, okay, I guess this is really happening. We need to start getting people to cover. And so I don't know if I started barking orders, but I started yelling at people, and everybody started running towards the stadium seating and the bleachers. And one of my friends, Belinda and Olivia, and I ran to the bleachers. I left Belinda there, and we went back out and started helping people and doing hasty triage. There was the first person we went to was dead DOA, and we every person we went to, we tried to make sure that they were all right. It was just a surreal experience, and we had to do what we had to do.
Were a lot of people doing? Hold on a second. Were a lot of people doing what you did? Obviously, many people would just run, get out the way, and take cover. Understood. But were there a lot of people like you who went back helping people?
Sir, there were more, and that's the thing I've been telling people. I only could do so much. I'm not an EMT. I'm not a doctor. I've been trained in certain things, but I'm not that. I was with doctors. I was with EMTs. I was with nurses. My friend Olivia is a nurse. She followed me around, and we were working on people. There were so many people, and there was such a great effort, and it showed such unity and such bravery. It was an honor for me to be with them. I was just trying to help them out. So for me to be a part of that experience, I don't know. It was a horrible experience, but at the same time, there were a lot of people that came together and put forth just as much effort as I did. I wish I could have done more.
How do you feel now? I've never been in combat. I've never been shot at. I don't know how that experience feels, but you have, and you were there on Sunday night, and now it's Thursday. How are you feeling?
So, for me, I think we can do more. I honestly think we can do more. The city of Las Vegas has come together. They went through and did blood drives. We've raised money, but I think we can do more. I honestly do.
What more do you want to see done, Colin? What more could we do?
Personally, what happens in Vegas stays in Vegas. It's a famous saying, but actually what happens in Vegas has actually impacted the world. I've received numerous messages on Facebook telling me they wanted to thank me for the things that I've done, and I think we can do more. I think there should be a unifying event culminating this horrible experience. I think that with Las Vegas, there's a lot of good bands from Las Vegas. You have Five Finger Death Punch, you have the Imagine Dragons, you have the Killers. You have a lot of bands that could help. They're from Las Vegas. This is their city, and you have a lot of bands that perform here and a lot of groups that perform here. And I would like to put something together that we can actually raise money and give all the proceeds to these families, because if you start looking at it, the families that are impacted here are going to be impacted here for the rest of their lives. You have people that lost their loved ones. People have children that, how are we going to put their kids through college? I think there's a lot of things we can look back and try to help out, because the long term, we can help in the short term, but we need to be able to help in the long term, because
well said.
This is our city. We want to take care of
Colin Donohue.
them.
Colin, I think you've got a very good idea there, and something may come of this. Thank you very much, sir. We appreciate you being with us. It's a very, very difficult story that you had to relate, but it's very important that we put it out there. Colin Donohue, you're a fine young man, and we appreciate you being with us today. Thank you, sir.
Anything I can do to help out, and I'd love to help out. I think we can do more, so I do appreciate it.